See where your priorities
Ladies
lie.
and gentlemen, welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling After Dark.
No
I
music.
forgot to hit the music.
No
Hold on.
Right.
Hold on. Where's the music? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of This Week in Reselling After Dark. And guys, we're here, and Joe is on Ken's show currently.
He's
so
double
you can see
booked.
we'll have Joe on. I wonder if I can make this screen like smaller.
Joe does what Joe wants to do.
Can I make this smaller?
You know, with the popularity of his game show, it's no wonder that he's double booked and that he's on all of these other shows because everybody wants a little piece of Joe.
That's
A little
very
pizza
true.
Joe. I see what you did there.
A little piece of Joe.
Pizza Joe.
Pizza Joe. So,
yeah.
but guys, this is a I guess what would you call it? The reaction after dark to the I guess interview or the
Speech.
Yeah, it was pretty much more of a speech.
It was the previous podcast.
The previous podcast, we had Kevin, Commonwealth Picker on, and we're talking about District, and he's one of the sponsors of the meetup, so we wanted to have him just touch base on District, and I thought it would be good to have him because Kristen just had her first District show,
Polish and Brush
right after it.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be good to just kind of. Did you learn anything, Kristen, from that conversation that you had with here on the podcast yesterday before you?
Yeah, no. It was good to go do my show immediately after that because it was all fresh in my mind.
Mm.
But definitely, I asked a lot of questions. So, just wanted to understand everything correctly before I jumped into something different or something new. And I think everybody wants to do a little bit of research before they just dive straight in. So I've done some research, and I wanted to try something similar, live selling similar, whatnot adjacent. And it was fun. It was super fun. I really, really like the co-streaming option.
Were you able to jump on there at all, Brendan, and watch?
No, because I was driving, but I didn't know you could even do that, like co-host like that.
So you can co-host on Whatnot, but you can't like simultaneously sell. That was cool. That was cool.
Okay.
I think that I even would venture to say that the video quality was better.
Really? Even with Kevin's terrible internet?
Yes. And I think that
yeah.
What I thought was cool, because I would watch it on the computer and I would watch it like on my phone, right? So I had you in a couple different places. So depending on, like, you were a little screen and Kevin was like the big screen, right? And you can click and then it would flip.
Yeah, you could tap whichever person was selling so you could see their item better, which was cool. On my end, though, I could only see me big.
Okay.
So that was kind of crazy because I'm trying to see what he's selling on my phone with this little baby picture right there. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
And it was it was a pretty good show for my first show. Now I was co-streaming with Kevin, but
Joe.
Nice of you to join us.
Nice of you to join us.
One. I don't know what happened. Somehow
you're a little late, sir.
I was. You know how Ken goes. He just talk. I just can't. I'm like, I gotta go, and he's like, "How was garage sales last week?" And I'm like, Ken, I gotta go.
Yeah, Ken is Kennethy. One of the coolest people on the planet. Yeah, I understand. I'd want to be over on that show right now too. So
Yeah, I don't blame you. Do not blame you.
Weren't invited, otherwise we would have gone too.
I know, right?
I know, right? He sent out the invite. I'm like, I gotta stop in.
This link is only for Joe. Joe's the only one that I want on my show.
Pretty much.
And then I see all of you guys in the chat anyways, so.
It was like
'Cause we were
12:28 and
where's Joe?
Joe's live on Ken's show. I'm like, we gotta be.
We're gonna be running late.
Yeah.
Kristen, are you drinking root beer?
I am always drinking. I like root beer.
Dad's?
Fitz's. It's local.
Kristen, it's amazing. We have the same birthday. We love licorice. We love root beer.
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
What are
Are you guys the same age?
No.
No. Okay.
Kristen's a lot older than me.
Wow.
I wouldn't say a lot.
I'm 27.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
he is.
Well,
I'm
I'm still in my 30s, so I'm not that much older.
Okay, so it's like 3 or 4 years.
Both
Right.
are factual statements.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we were just talking about Joe. Kristen's polish and brush show.
Yeah.
And just the interface, how I think I like it a little better. How was it like tapping all the deals?
So cool. So it was what was interesting to me is he put up the one. So I booked a show, but then they were doing a raid train, and I wasn't aware that. I mean, I had heard that they were.
Do they call them raid trains, or is it like a different term?
I think they called it a raid train.
Okay.
They were promoting all of the different
marketplaces.
I can never remember which word we're using. Marketplaces for Dibbed It as a blanket umbrella group, right? So it was cool that they would pop from like the wholesale page to the cards page to the clothing page to the polish and brush. And so we ended up on polish and brush, and I was in his, you know how you go on a raid train on Whatnot and you like just sort of get a feel of how they're moving along, so you know when you should start yours because they're going to pop into you. So I was in there, and he's like, why don't you just come on in? And so I was like, okay. So I popped in.
Before you even had the show, like
before I could even get to my show. And he's like, all right, let's just start here. And I was like, okay, that's cool.
Okay.
So my show didn't happen. I just moved it to actually this comes out Sunday. So I moved it to Thursday. So we'll talk about that in a second too, because he put up his one listing and it had all of the shipping information, everything already tagged in it, so that if they bought something, anything after the first purchase was only $1 for shipping, which was great. But I just had to like tap the listing after he sold his. I tapped it, and then it became live for me. That was cool. So it was, we could share the listing, but he got his money, I got my money. He got his money, I got my money.
So you already had stuff pre-listed?
In my show.
To sell in your show.
But not in his.
So did you have to pre-list things?
You don't have to pre-list anything. No.
So how did you end up running stuff on yours?
I haven't run mine. I run mine on Thursday, which...
I get that, but the stuff that you were selling yesterday, since you didn't have anything listed, what'd you end up running?
I ran like I ran items.
But did you have to put them in, or did?
No, it was just like a random pull.
Okay,
you know how you
did have to put it into the show.
So I would hit his listing, which was
so he made the listing.
Yeah, just
Oh.
one, but it was a random poll listing.
Gotcha.
So it was super smooth.
So when is your next show?
I'm doing one Thursday, which, yeah, by the time this comes out, will have already happened.
Yeah.
But I thought was cool is because of that listing, if I just transfer that listing over to mine and then maybe mimic the shipping, anybody that bought something on my show yesterday and then buy something on the show on Thursday, because I haven't shipped yet, they'll still get the shipping discount.
Correct.
Ooh, that's nice.
You can
Cool.
ship
really
like
nice,
that one in the the same week or whatever, right?
Yeah, which is an incentive for people to come back to be able to get better discounts on, the continued discount.
Yeah.
So then of course I'll ship after my show on Thursday, because if you ship, I think he said he ships once a week, which that's a great idea.
Yeah. I
Great
wonder
idea.
what it looks like in the back end, like to print off the ship. Like, I'm just curious to see what that is.
I haven't
what
been
that
there
looks
yet,
like.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it all priority like Whatnot is, or is it?
I haven't been there yet, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
When
I don't
you
know.
do that, Kristen, you should record a little bit. And
Yeah.
maybe we can talk about it again.
I would even venture to say to just do a dedicated video for your channel.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that we're gonna. He said that he would walk me through some of these. Remember when you did your first Whatnot shipping thing? Brendan, we'll come back to that. When you did your first Whatnot show, it was a little wonky. I remember calling you, Ray, and being like, I can't figure out some of my shipping things. I think that shipping sometimes can be.
That's a deterrent for everybody. For people
doesn't
that
matter what
even want to.
platform.
It doesn't matter what it is. They're just so scared of the shipping.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, you can figure it
know?
out. It's just does help to have somebody that's already been there to be like, where's that button? How do I do that?
It's like
connect it to where? Yeah.
It was like that with eBay too. When you first started, like you don't know what to do with shipping at all. Like, can I use this box, or like, your measurements are off, or like some people don't even have a scale or anything. Like,
yeah,
which is crazy, right? It's
Yeah.
like,
I mean, no. So,
you don't think so? Like,
No, I
you're gonna
don't
ship
think so.
something?
Not in this day and age, when all you got to do is present a QR code to somebody. You just got to take stuff in with a box and then be like, here you go. They print it and send it.
Okay.
I think it's super easy. My daughter did some Depop stuff. She came over and got mailing poly mailers for me, my Yarrow Pack ones, and she just took the QR code to the post office. The small town post offices here were like, I don't know what to do with that.
Oh.
They were more confused than she was. So I think that says a lot about the way they have simplified their shipping choices and options and procedures on all these platforms. I don't know. I thought it was good, but I did make a note when we were talking about, how you guys have all done things on Whatnot. You know how it is, and Brendan's over there going. He's like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
No,
Yeah.
no, you haven't seen me.
So, did you have any hiccups? Were you nervous? Like, what was the
Really
overall?
nervous.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What made you nervous? Just a new platform, like doing it with Kevin, like not like
Yes.
all of it.
Yeah, because if I'm going to equate this to like sports again, it feels like I was a JV player trying to get on that varsity team, so you want to do your best job, and you forget to tap the button, or you have things that don't sell, or they're bringing great stuff and you're like, well, I thought my stuff was great, but you've got really great stuff. You compare things, and I mean, he had a lot of like 95 sterling. I had some great bags, but because of the shipping and the weights that he had already established, I didn't get to some of my really good bags. I did
because they were too big.
Yeah, they
Like
were
the
heavier.
weight
So
was
I
too
did
big.
like
Gotcha.
smaller
stuff.
other really good bags. So I had some Dooney Burke, I had some Fossil, I had some Fry, I had some Coach. I had some great stuff, Vera Bradley, but I didn't do my other great stuff, which would be Thursday.
That's for Thursday. So.
Yeah.
What
Did you gain a lot of followers?
Yeah.
Because there was like at one point I saw it was over 100 people.
And it looked like he maintained it like 77. So I think I got, I don't know, 40 or 50 followers. 44 for sure, because that's how many were in the giveaway for the wallet.
Oh, and you can still do giveaways and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I tried winning
giveaway on his show. And it was cool that he'd like walk me through it, and he'd be like, here, go here, go here, go here. Now, remembering that on my own for the next one, we'll see.
You have to, with practice.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the biggest thing that you liked and the biggest thing that you disliked about your first show?
And I told him this. I said, I like the co-streaming thing is fantastic.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
Angie Resells and I have talked about it quite a bit, and I hope that her and I could do some co-streaming together because we just have such great chemistry together, right?
What is so what
But I wish
marketplace
that you
would it
could
be
bookmark.
to sell on like clothing? Like if Angie wanted to sell those bras,
Yeah.
like would it be under do they have like a women's
I think
contemporary?
you need to ask him about that. You know, where do you want her to sell this stuff? Where
Mhm.
I mean, because she's got some great clothes. She's got some fantastic items. And we've got good chemistry together. So I think that that's something that I would like to, you know, work harder at with her.
Is
Yeah.
her garage still filled with clothes?
What?
It
What's
says,
that, Brendan?
is her garage still filled with clothes?
Oh, I'm sure it
Is
has.
her garage? Oh yeah, because of the buyout that she did.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
most
Oh
likely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that buyout where she bought somebody else's Poshmark closet or something. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, it was fun. It was fun to try something different.
So that was the best thing you liked. What was the
I
most
don't like it that I
disliked?
can't bookmark somebody else's show.
Mm-hmm.
I can follow them and then I'll get a notification about all their shows. But I like it that on Whatnot I can, you know, maybe I know somebody's having a Lego show and then a Pokemon show and then clothing show. I'd rather go to the clothing show than to go to the Pokemon and the Lego show. That's
Well,
me.
I think
You would
that's
be
why
different.
there's different marketplaces that sell different things.
Sure, that makes sense.
But to your thing, you're right because that person can probably be selling on all these different marketplaces, and you're like, okay, Brendan is
well, I feel like
selling.
I'm approved to sell on lots of marketplaces, but maybe it's if I only follow them in Polish and Brush, I'm only going to get the shows from them.
I
in
don't think
Polish
so
and Brush.
because when I followed you,
Mhm.
it was like I followed Kristen a real squirrel, no matter what. So if you're selling books in this book market, if you have a show there, it's going to notify me, and if you're selling polish and brush, it's going to notify me. To your point, that
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Does that mean that you're going to? Yeah.
I don't want to watch Kristen sell books. I want to watch Kristen sell purses, or I want to watch. To your point.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. So does that mean that if you follow me and I sell, or if I have a show in Polish and Brush, you'll get a notification about that? But if I have a show in Knickknacks, does that mean that you're going to get a notification about that too? Then
Correct.
Okay.
Because I follow the person.
You can find Kristen in the Mariah Carey marketplace.
Yes.
Exactly.
Always be my baby. That was the big hiccup with the whole Shane promoting his store within the Kevin's, marketplaces. Like he didn't have to say follow me or make sure to come see me sell books on the his own marketplace book, He would have only had to say make sure you follow me, because when he starts selling books, they'll get a notification that he's selling books on his marketplace.
Which he's doing that. He's got stuff set up now. Right?
What is the name of his marketplace? I forgot.
Crooked Spine.
Crooked Spine, and that's only books.
I would have never remembered that.
Yeah. Because it's like horror, specialized in like horror and some other stuff, right? So that was the whole hiccup.
Yeah, that and sci-fi.
Yeah, and sci-fi. Yeah. That was like the whole hic. It's like you don't need to say, come watch my Crooked Spine show because it's another marketplace. You could just say, follow me. And then when you follow somebody, it shows.
Oh, you get all their stuff.
And it shows the marketplaces that they own. So you don't even have to be so blunt about it. And that was, I guess, the whole. But what really muddies the water is because you have this one huge entity, which is district.net, and then these individual marketplaces, like these MLM little marketplaces.
Right.
That because you're all selling under the same entity, you think it's okay to be like, hey, come follow my marketplace because it's all the same thing. But that's where the waters are muddy, in my opinion. I would like to know you guys' thoughts.
It makes sense though, because if it's all under one thing, you would, like you said, you would think that's
you
all
would
right.
think, but because of there's ownerships within these marketplaces, there's competition, and you want your marketplace to become the biggest marketplace in this certain category. So you don't want to have somebody, promote their own, because it might take people away from that marketplace to another one. But it's muddy. It's real muddy.
Yeah, I guess I just am, I hope everybody succeeds sort of a person. So, I mean.
Oh, no, for sure. I agree.
I feel like, and it is kind of confusing, which is why we had talked before about the first time that Kevin came on, where it seemed like, you have this person here, and then they have these people here, and then these people here. And I said it felt a little,
yeah.
But to me, I guess I was trying to imagine it as like you have White Oaks Mall.
Okay.
And
yes.
inside White Oaks Mall, you have Sears and Montgomery Wards who are competing against each other, but they're still within the White Oaks Mall. So they're individual entities.
And they all have to pay rent at Montgomery's Mall.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, I guess it's just you're providing the location for it to happen, and you're creating that community. So I need a visual picture of how that's supposed to work. But I guess I don't think that Sears is getting too mad if you say, hey, we don't have that, or, hey, there's more, they're having a sale. You still got to support each other so that the whole mall works.
Yep. It's tough. It's tough, but I think there you go, Brendan.
I wasn't saying that. I was
that one.
More
that's
of
all. Hey, that's all. Hey,
it helps.
Public school, baby.
No,
that's all
I was
we get.
thinking more MLM at first, because when you explain it, that's kind of how it felt like at first. I'm not saying it was Amway-ish. I'm just saying that it just the way that it was being described was not. Yeah.
What is
Amway is based where I live.
What do they sell in Amway? What is that?
Cheap garbage, like everything. Like,
what is it?
I mean, is it worse than Temu stuff?
It's like
no.
I don't know. It's like like they sell like lotions, and like they'll sell like, I don't know,
anything you would need for your house.
But it's like
you buy it for yourself and you get money back.
But there's so much of it because it's based here. So much of it.
Yeah, they swear by their toothpaste, but I don't.
Oh, so it's like a like a private brand.
Joe, you need to buy some of that toothpaste for your guy at Domino's.
Yeah, I do. Right.
I think also that, and I'm not accusing Shane of doing this at all. So don't get me. And guys, make sure to like, share, subscribe, put a comment. Let us know your thoughts about this whole issue. I don't know if Shane had any malicious intent of joining a bigger marketplace to specifically promote his own marketplace. And I'm saying that he wasn't doing it or not, but I can see that could be an issue down the road. And I'm glad that they nipped that in the butt, nipped. Is that the term?
In the bud.
Bud? Why is it the bud?
It's a reference to like pruning, like
nipped
rose
it in
bushes
the
and
bud.
stuff. You nip it in the bud.
What does that mean? Why?
Well, you clip it so that you nip it there. You clip it there
so it doesn't grow. Gotcha.
Nip it and clip it.
Nip it in the butt.
Not in the butt.
He wasn't a gardener, I guess.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I just feel like some people would have that intent.
Yeah.
To come in on a larger platform, a platform that Kevin has built and some other of his associates, and being like, hey, I'm selling on this platform, but if you want better stuff and da-da-da-da-da, come over here. I'm just saying, playing the devil's advocate here. So
Yeah, I mean, I hear what you say. I do think though that if that's what you're saying, that has in other avenues and platforms that has happened already. Like there's a lot of people that whenever they start a YouTube channel, go into other chats and and then when you start chatting and you start talking, and then you kind of be like, yeah, put your link down in the chat. Let us know when your next video. There's been a little bit of that reciprocation already in the community as a wide whole, where you support each other.
Pause.
Also on Whatnot, they, hey, promote your show. When's, let me know when your next show is. But with that, it's all under the same umbrella. It's all on YouTube. It's all on Whatnot. It's all on, you aren't owning your individual marketplaces.
Yes.
So
There's not money involved. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to protect your income. I get that. It is different.
I guess going in though, like, I don't know. You have to know if you're starting your own marketplace that like there's other owners of marketplaces, so you would know like it's kind of can't say like, oh, come follow me on mine stuff and another, so that makes sense.
Just like Instagram, and they everybody wants you to stay on their platform. They don't want you to go to other platforms. They want you to stay there. That's why they
attention.
Yeah. What do you think?
What do you think, Joe?
I said this when Shane was on. I was like, we're always talking about we support each other. We're a great community and stuff. And it's like, if Shane says, hey, I've got Crooked Spine page, guess what? I mean, the people aren't really leaving Kevin's. They're just now knowing there is another spot to go buy books. And it's granted, now maybe they're going to start selling books and that might cause an issue. I'm not sure. But
I bet the second market or the seventh marketplace he was talking about yesterday is books.
Is there a toys market?
Dip is supposed to be like
it's in collectibles.
That's just the overall.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe Dibdit Threads is where we would sell women's clothing. To me, that feels very t-shirt bro-ish.
Yes, I think that was the intention to do like collectible clothing there,
t-shirts and stuff. Which,
but I don't think there is a women's contemporary, or maybe it could be the seventh.
That's why I wondered if it's Dibdit Threads, but Dibdit Threads does feel like it would be more about like having t-shirt battles. And
T-shirt
especially
bros.
You've got those, yeah.
I thought they already had a books marketplace on there. I could have swore they did.
So, but I mean, Kevin alluded to at the very end of our last podcast, so make sure that you go back and watch that whole fully. But at the end, he did allude to the reason that anybody has been removed from their specific platforms was not because of what you're saying.
Correct.
Right.
So
don't ship your stuff a month later. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't. That's absolutely not okay ever. But that's what makes me, there's always his side, her side, and then the
Correct.
truth. There's never.
Right.
I don't know.
I would love if we could have both of them on and have an open.
I don't want to do that.
No. Kristen's like, count me out. I will not be here.
I will be busy that day.
Yeah. But
that reaction was maybe
like, nope.
I needed to be a little more reserved and edited.
Count
with that,
me out. But
no, thank you.
yeah.
I mean, is this still like an ongoing issue with them?
I don't
think so.
Problems and all,
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, it doesn't involve me, so it's not. I don't.
But these are all questions that need to be brought up because let's say I start my own marketplace, right? And all you guys
sounded like you wanted to.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, yesterday you were talking crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, you do
crazy.
you. No way.
But so and then let's say we all you're all selling under the marketplace, right? We'll call it this, I don't know, flipper marketplace or something stupid, right? And you guys can sell pretty much anything on there that you can make money. It's
a flipper marketplace that already exists.
It's a catch-all, right? And then at some point, Kristen wants to do her own thing and make a marketplace, right? Just an example. And then when she's getting all that up and running, she's like, on all the shows that that I'm under, the marketplace that I own, she's like, all right, guys, I'm going to start opening my new marketplace, and you take all those people with you. So I think that's the, I feel like that can.
They're not really taking them with. They're just like, they still can follow you, Ray, and your platform.
I think that's the fear. That's the fear. I get that.
Let's just say for a minute, though, that Ray, you have your marketplace. You open it, you start it, getting some laying some groundwork, right? Doing all the good things. You've got some great sellers on there. They've established themselves. And Jocelyn wants to come over and have a show on yours. What are you going to do? You're going to be like, no, I don't want her on there. No way. She's got her platform. She's going to be promoting her platform. Nope, don't want her. Are you going to do that, though?
As long as she does not promote her own platform.
No. You can't tell me that would, no. You'd be like, oh, yeah, Jocelyn's coming over. Oh, my gosh, yeah. That's what you're going to do.
I would think I have to have a really serious conversation, because it's like, why is she coming over? I would for sure get the rub, right?
Well, of course you would.
Wrestling term there. I would get the rub, but to what exchange will I get the rub? Will it?
You'll get all of her people following yours as well, hopefully.
But it's not like he's taking them away permanently.
But if she's going to sell on your platform,
goals,
big person, all the stuff she sells, you're going to get your little.
Oh, I get it. And then it would be a percentage, but I don't think she would take away. See, that's different, right? Like if you have a big seller coming into.
It's not.
How is that not different?
It shouldn't be.
Awkward silence.
That's what I'm saying. I just think that you would be grateful.
Oh, for sure.
Exactly. See? So, but if they were to come, is it not fair then for you to go over and do that on hers? I mean, the tit for tat thing, right? It just is.
That's a whatnot. That's like a whatnot thing, right? It's like you're coming support me, support you. But I think what muddies the water again is that the
business attracts business.
Yeah, I get
just
that.
Get them over onto just have them download the app to begin with, right? That's what you want. And
Correct.
Then just like following different people on Instagram,
get them into the building
that you like.
Get the butts in the seats.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that what
I'm super curious of what the chat says, so please put it down in the comments. We'll make sure to conversate with you guys, because I'm really like the perspective of that. I see it both ways. Yes. Yeah. Because I would love, like you said, if let's say I opened up my own marketplace and Kevin wants to come and sell on my own marketplace.
Yes.
Yeah. But like, is he gonna take people away from my marketplace to his marketplace? I don't.
But if they're following both, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You're gonna follow both, right?
Yeah. Here's what I'm saying: just be a good person, right? If you want to go over there and be a seller, be a good seller. You want to go over here, be a seller, be a good seller. When you get done, wash your hands. Go be nice to other people. I think that's just the end of it. Just needs to be. Let's just all be good. And if you're not going to be a good seller and you're not going to wash your hands before you're done, then you need to.
So. What about promoting on the like, let's say Kevin comes over to mine and like, he's like, okay, guys, just to let you know, I have these other 6 marketplaces that you can also sell on under me. Like, is that okay? Or is it not okay? or is that the exchange of him coming on to our marketplace for him to promote his own marketplace?
Then I'm assuming then if he gets to come over and promote his on yours, then he'll get to promote yours on his.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be the exchange, right?
Right.
I think that if you're not okay with it, then just don't approve them.
Yeah, right.
I think that's what they've done, or maybe not. I don't know, because that's not what he said when he was here. So,
Kristen, do we have a timeline of when you're starting your marketplace?
I think yours is gonna be called Squirrel Squad.
Squirrel Squad.
Yeah,
it'll be called Red Glasses Boutique or something like that.
There we go.
No, I will
Women's
never do that. I had a brick and mortar where I owned the mall and you rented your space for me. That is a lot of work. And that was only 318 spaces. So 318 different personalities and demands and requirements and expectations. So I can't even wrap my brain around doing a whole marketplace.
How often do you think Kevin's on watching, or he has other people?
I can't imagine.
That's probably why there's different owners. So it's like the responsibility doesn't just lie on one person.
I can't imagine his work schedule. Can you? Between trying to be a parent, which is like primary first time.
I mean, that's priority number one,
right?
For sure.
Full-time job, 24/7, selling on eBay, doing the videos, long form, short form, like.
Well, he doesn't do any of that. He doesn't do any of that. He'll record them, but he just won't edit them or anything like that.
I think he does some, doesn't he?
No, he sends it to an editor.
No.
And then trying to manage this and do the podcast and do the meetups and source. And I mean, I think that's a lot.
The sourcing, Kevin probably just does the sourcing and filming of the videos. And more power to him. That's where you want to be.
Yeah. I wish I could have somebody edit for me, but I hate it.
You could, but you got to, pony up some change.
It sucks.
I'm gonna wait for the grandbaby to get old enough to start doing it.
You need to go ahead and be like, this is a computer,
right? Already doing PowerPoints, so we're just
you're on the right track. Yeah,
Joe will lend you some money so you can get an editor.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you have a built-in editor.
I do.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
That's true.
She's fantastic. That video. Oh my gosh. Okay, Nashville meetup.
Let's talk about it. That
you just did, the little short.
Let's watch it.
Pop-ups and stuff. Great.
Which one? I already forgot, man. My short-term memory shot.
Yeah, Nicole, we talked it over and how we were going to say the thing, and I practiced it a few times and forgetting stuff, and then we set up the backdrop, and she's like, "Do it," and we got it done in one take.
One take, Joe.
It got done, and we're like, that actually wasn't that bad. And then Nicole just did it in Canva, and like, I don't know, half hour later, whatever. She's like,
really? You did that in Canva?
Yeah, that's what she
does. Do you have the paid subscription then? Yeah, I had that for a minute. I don't right now.
Well, but Anna uses it a lot for her stuff too. So we just
it's nice to have.
So
no, it was good.
I forgot my password.
And I mean, there was a few times where Nicole's like, "Oh, I wish Anna was here to just be like, I don't know how this," and Anna would just went boop boop, and then it would have, because I mean, think about it. We haven't posted any funny stuff for a while, so Nicole's like, I can't remember how this works or whatever, and then she figured it out. So
that's my fear, is going from learning a new platform, remembering where all the buttons are and how to do the stuff. So I relate to where is that? How do I do that? Who can help me?
Joe, do you guys have to bring like a whole other suitcase just for like the prizes and like setup and stuff?
They're all here already.
They are not. Oh my gosh, not at all. No,
some of them are.
Today I was going to go and drive and buy 2 suitcases off of Marketplace because we gotta because for us to fly, we have because I have the card with Delta, I get 2 check-in bags.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I don't have to spend the $40 or $30 to ship it to Ray. I'm like, you know,
so you'll ship all the stuff for all the prizes and then empty it out, go to the bins, fill it back up, go to the yard sales, fill it back up, and take it back home. Good idea.
That's exactly. And then we thought about it. We're going to go to Colorado in like 2 weeks later, and we're just going to bring extra bags with, so I can thrift, and we write off that trip then.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Last time I was in Denver. Last time I was in Denver, I got there.
We're going to Estes Park. We're going to stay in Estes Park.
I have no idea where that is.
It's a great place, Brendan.
It's absolutely fantastic. It's really 14ers up there, and they've got elk just running around in the streets.
I have to find a moose before we come back, so Nicole can see a moose.
Yeah, elk count.
Otherwise, you're getting left behind.
They're hard to find them in Estes.
We've seen elk, but yeah,
elk make the craziest sounds. Sounds like a dinosaur. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you'll have a hard time finding a moose, but that was only about 35 minutes from where we used to live. So,
oh really?
It was, absolutely stunning up there. Last time I was in Denver, we just took a little carry-on bag, and I didn't think I was going to get to go to the bins, but I buzzed over there real quick, and I ended up just like getting a suitcase while I was there at the bins so that I could bring some stuff home. Got home, and then they only charged me $8 for the suitcase. So when I got home, I put it on Marketplace and sold it for 10.
There you go.
There you go.
How many you said there was what, 4 bins over by Denver in the area?
There are 3 in Denver and 1 in Colorado Springs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There was 4 for a minute, but they closed 1. Yeah. I can't wait. We're down to the countdown is so
countdown is on.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting super excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm leaving in exactly 20 days to come down.
What, you gonna be here Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Oh yeah.
Everyone's gonna be here Wednesday?
Yeah.
Because I'm stopping
in. Go ahead, dinner. You all need to pick a restaurant to go to.
Burger King.
We won't be landing until about 10 o'clock.
You didn't finish saying it'll be my treat for being the co-host of the podcast, Brendan. So if you want to get the large size Whopper, it's on me, baby.
I thought we were going to Waffle House.
Old marrow butter.
Hey, we'll go to Waffle. Well, that's a definite.
Yeah,
Waffle
I thought that's
House.
what we were doing the first nights, and then
we can do. I'm fixing to buy some extra microphones for my DJI Pocket, so we'll have enough microphones to. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, enough microphones to do the podcast at Waffle House.
Kristen, I decided I'm gonna stop at the Greenwood bins in outside Indy.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the one that I heard has a conveyor belt system now.
Okay, because
let me know.
That's the one east, and the one south and east are the closest ones when I'm driving down. But I'm just gonna hit that one.
Can you record at that one, Kristen?
Yeah, I have before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's right off the highway.
But can you, Kristen? Not have you? Can
so.
you?
Yeah. Well,
that's two different things.
There was no announcement.
Because you'd be sneaky. You'd be like sneaky with it.
When Brendan's recording, it's a no. When Kristen records, it's a yes.
There was no announcement saying, "Please stop recording."
You guys don't.
Brendan will take out his phone and they're like, "Quit recording," and Brendan's like checking his text messages.
Yeah, seriously. If you guys don't know, if you're watching, if you watch Kristen's channel, she has ninja stealth when she records in some of these bins.
Hey, I've seen her play volleyball in the bins in my bin.
Yeah.
Also, I'm walking around and my other buddy and her are like hitting the volleyball back and forth. I'm like, what is going on?
That is the happiest time that I can. It just is such a warm and fuzzy feeling when you can dig in the bins and play volleyball.
If I did that in my bins, I would get a clothesline from one of the employees.
Well, we got in trouble in Las Vegas for playing volleyball in the bins.
They're really strict over there in Vegas, though.
Yeah.
I pulled out my phone just to I wasn't even recording. They're like, "Hey, no recording!" From the other side of the room. I'm like,
"Yeah,
leave me alone."
I mean, I did record, but yeah.
Well, you can see us getting in trouble playing volleyball on my video at the Vegas Spins when we
What'd
went
they say? Come on, girls, let's not play
They're like,
volleyball.
put it away! Don't do that! We're like, oh, okay.
You guys,
And then Kristen took the ball up and spiked it right in
Yeah,
there.
right.
I imagine like you have like 2 other people like holding up a net like on the other sides, so they can hit it over.
Bed sheet from a crowd. You know?
Yeah.
When's the last time you played volleyball, Kristen? Like legit
Oh,
played?
listen, I can't. No. So
I was waiting for her to say, "Listen, I played yesterday."
Yeah,
No.
last
I was
night.
waiting for that.
No, I toss balls now. I can't. So my brain knows what's going to happen. My brain is like, it's a tip, it's a tip, it's a tip. I know where the ball is going to go. I've grown to like anticipate all of it, but my body is like, nope.
No,
Really?
Yeah, it's a tip.
You
it's
look
a tip.
athletic. You look like you still got it in you.
Hey, thanks. I am glad that this facade
Yeah.
is doing me well, but no, I don't.
Is it a situation like if you jump, your ankles will turn to dust?
Your
It's my
knees.
knees.
Oh, you're not. Your knees. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I can I could like pepper or pass with you, but I can't run or jump.
Just
If I
block.
stand
knees
in
will
one
just
spot, I can
disintegrate.
block, but I can't.
There you go.
Don't
So
tell
like
Paul.
pickleball and stuff like that. You're like, no, I can't. Like the lateral movement and
Well,
tennis.
the lateral movement is what tore my knees. So we do play pickleball. Mr. Squirrel and I go down to the pickleball courts
Yeah.
and we play, but we are
like, hit
not
it to me.
competitive.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest we should get a volleyball game going if we get the VIP treatment in the bins in Nashville, but
I'll set for you. I can stand
There you
in
go.
one spot and set.
Coach Squirrel can be coach.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
it'd be like street rules, no rules, like at all. Like,
No, I don't play that way.
no, I do.
Street rules.
I'll scratch and bite and all that.
So
Ray, did you hear anything from Alexa anymore?
not
Yeah.
yet. She was going into a meeting when I called her yesterday. So
Yeah, when you guys all signed off, Ray never still there, so he quick called and she was like,
Ugh.
"Oh, sorry,
I got good feelings about it. And then
Quit bugging me."
and then Kristen, your text message that you sent me this morning, that's a good.
Yeah. Let's hope that
That goes
there's
through.
more details on that. Yeah. I know I did get a tracking number, so we are going to have an item to give away, but I'd like to have it here before we be like,
Facts.
hey,
Yeah.
that's what we're
And
giving
then
away.
and then I did reach out to Whatnot, the guy that does like the Whatnot community stuff.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully they can do something or come or
Yeah, no,
Is
that
it-
was
yeah.
super great.
Is that the same thing?
Jen-
They have a boss where they like sign people up if they haven't done it? Or-
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Jen gave me his contact info, which I was like, Jen, if you need me to come pick you up from the airport, let me know, because I know she's flying in. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to be there Friday at 6:02. I'm like, girl, the meet and greet starts at 6:30. She's like, yeah, it was going to be $200 cheaper if I left when I did. And I'm like, all right, we'll try to, I'm like, it will take you 45 minutes to get to the Nashville airport because it's a disaster right now with all the construction and.
Well, even that, man, you got to take when you get off your terminal, you got to take the bus like all the way to the other side of the airport, and like it took me forever just to get an Uber in that place, like just get to the right.
And that's what she said. She's like, I'll get an Uber from the airport to the meetup. I'm like, girl, you got to go to the specific place to get a new. It's like it's a.
I knew somebody that was a trucker, and he would always call it Crashville instead of Nashville. I'm coming through Crashville right now.
The infrastructure. Too many people moved here at once, and it's insane.
Joe,
the market prices for homes is the same as New York and LA.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
Wow.
About the same as Colorado too. It was the same because it talked about our kids were like, Colorado's so expensive. We need to see somewhere that we can be more cost effective. And they were looking at Nashville and they were like, no, it's not Nashville. It's the same here.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, what time do you guys get in your flight?
We get in, I think it's 10.
Oh, is it that? Okay.
At night on Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you get
We'll
in
have Thursday.
late.
Yeah.
But Nicole's
But it'll be Wednesday.
And then we got to hop on the plane at 6.
Yeah.
We'll have breakfast
maybe
on
at
Thursday
8.
morning.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. I'm doing
Hotel breakfast at the hotel.
At the hotel.
At the
I'm
hotel.
Is Aunt Sherry coming?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh.
She's been traveling like a lot, so I think that she's ready for a little time to be able.
Well,
to
you tell her, if you talk to her, tell her Ray wants you there. So put it out there. Put it out there.
Yeah.
So
She'd be about it. She'd be about it.
it's gonna be way better. We need Aunt Sherry there to facilitate.
She talks about even still the going to the mechanical bull. The girl that went between me and Brendan.
Man, I don't want to know.
Oh, what? What? I forgot about it. What was the wrong with her butt was showing?
right.
Butt cheeks are out.
There was so much showing. There was so much because Jen, what's it, the girl? She's coming again. She sells beauty products. Her and Aunt Sherry and I were standing there watching, and when she like lurched forward and everything came up, we were all three of us looked at each other like, did we just see what we think we just saw? Did everybody else just see that? Oh my gosh.
She had to know that was going to happen.
Oh, she knew it was going to happen.
And then they
I forgot all about that.
And then they just let me on the bowl and didn't even tell me.
No, you would think that this would be like exercise equipment where you go and you get the little wipey thing and you clean it off.
No, they just let people jump on it.
Dude, that place was so packed. It was so packed. We need to go to like, I'm thinking like Aldean's or somewhere that's like bigger that could facilitate all of us. Well, than the Angry Beaver or whatever it was called, the Eager Beaver.
Yeah,
I mean, there was more than one Angry Beaver in that.
Sure. Yeah,
there was plenty of beaver. That's for sure.
I know that is everyone supposed to be getting bad weather today because I know that we're under flood watch.
I'm in it now.
Yeah, I got it too.
And so hopefully this doesn't happen. This is a picture taken from 2020 where like Nashville was like the flood, the great flood. And
are they saying about that today?
They're saying it's going to be pretty bad. The flood watches are like up. Wow. So we don't take it lightly anymore after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was not good. There was a few years before that too, where it was really bad, and the Opryland Mills was like underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We have 3 inches of snow that we got.
That's insane.
Man, you guys can keep that, man. You guys can keep that.
On your way, Brendan.
I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
That's insane.
But I was gonna say I'm gonna leave at like probably 5 or 6 in the morning, so I can I want to get to the Greenwood bins like right at open, so I can be there a couple hours and then get right in the hotel like at check-in.
So then, are you going to go to you never would go through Gary? You wouldn't be able to go to that bins at Gary, Indiana?
No, because like
you cut it off.
I have to go around like Michigan to get to Gary. It's about Chicago, so that's out of the way.
I haven't been to that one. That one is intimidating to me. I don't know why. I want to go to New York. I want to go to LA. Those don't seem intimidating, but Gary, Indiana does.
I'm gonna go this year because
the hometown of your boy Michael.
Yeah, right.
I know. I want to go see his house and that. Yep.
It's only a 2-hour drive for me, so I'm gonna go.
Then you probably go all the time.
No, I've never been, so I'm gonna go this year. I've never been to the Gary bins.
Okay. Well, I am anxious to go to both bins in Nashville when we're there. So, and I do want to go to the flea market. That flea market was great.
We can go. Is it Thursday?
I didn't go last year.
We can go for sure Friday morning.
Okay. I mean,
when's the best time to go?
Probably Friday morning.
Friday morning. All right.
Like when it opens.
Well, I want to make sure that we get to help you put the goodie bags together. So maybe we'll do that at Waffle House.
Yeah.
Wait, I still have this for you.
I think it would be easier to. I'm gonna need help putting the lanyards on the name tags.
Little clips. I want to see those. Do you have them already?
No. I should get them in this week.
Okay.
So.
Well, message me when you get them.
It's the same. They're going to be exactly the same as the ones last year.
Here's
the same make. Show it off.
No, I said these are all the stickers I'm going to put. All the excess I have.
That's got to be able to fit on that.
You want to? It will. You want to show it off?
I'm pretty excited about these. These are pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna make you big. You ready?
Yeah.
Ooh.
They great, right?
Yeah. I still need that shirt that you had on Etsy that it's been out of stock forever.
See,
What shirt?
Remember the one with the squirrel on the back?
Yeah.
Imagine, Kristen, there'll be 200 people with your name on their necks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think they're pretty cool. I got the bigger ones.
I'm gonna show with a collar tattoo, a real squirrel. That's right here.
Yeah.
Me
No
too.
regrets, a real squirrel.
Totally. No regrets.
No regrets. Yeah.
Dude, okay, so this is funny. So, my wife is she works at that school.
Yeah.
The principal, he's like super like clean cut, like super clean cut, like always wears like a suit or whatever. And the other day my wife was like, he has like a full body, like chest tat, like it looks like a shirt, like tattoo from his neck all the way down from like his sleeves down to like his belly, like all the way, like a Yakuza tattoo. Yeah. And I'm like, you're kidding. You're lying. I'm like, you're lying to me. You're lying to me. And the other, like on Sunday, I was like, hey man, Brittany told me that you have like a full like chest tattoo and stuff. Is like, can I see it? He's like, yeah. And like just opens up a little bit like Superman. Yeah, and it was like, I was like, holy crap. It was the craziest thing.
They say Dolly Parton is like that. That's why she wears long sleeves. That's what they say.
I always thought that she wore long sleeves and gloves so she doesn't look old.
Maybe that too. But they say that she has those and that she doesn't. That's the rumor. I don't know. You can put your comments and opinions down below. But
what would happen if I got like a special guest to come up and sing?
Oh, that would be fun.
Kristen, she's the one who's gonna be singing.
No, but I think.
Have you picked out your karaoke song?
Yeah, actually, Jill and Nicole and Angie and I have a side chat because it's just the girls, right? Mm-hmm. And we talk about, the Pink Pony Club. That is such a good song. So
I know when I went out there.
Is that a strip joint? Is that what the song is about? The Pink Pony Club?
It's about being able to do whatever you enjoy, but what you like and what makes you happy, and not being worried about what other people say or think. You just need to be you. That's what that's about.
Man, I misconstrued that way back. I thought it was about a strip joint.
Value.
Yeah.
I first heard this song like 2 days ago.
Really?
Just now?
Yeah.
It's like the Chapel Rome, or how do you say it?
Yeah.
Chapel Rome?
Chapel. I think so.
Chapel or chaperone?
Chaperone.
Is that how you say it?
Chaperone, I think, yeah.
Chaperone, yeah. Yeah, I still got this sticker for you.
There you go.
Oh, I don't have any more of those. The only one I have is on my water bottle, and the rest of them are gone.
That's it.
I might
Are you going to have any Nashville exclusive stickers?
No.
If you want this one too, I got it's from.
It's on there though.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you have the lanyards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, are you going to have any Nashville exclusive stickers?
Yes.
Ooh.
That's a no.
She's like,
that's a no.
Right?
Yeah.
You've seen it when we talked about it in Marco Polo. Nicole and I were putting them together.
I know Happy
the
and Grumpy
stickers?
have one.
The stickers with something else.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Okay, I can't remember.
I'm not going to talk about it.
I don't remember. I can't
remember. Well, we got some for the podcast, and we got some. Yeah. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I can't wait to see each and every one of you guys. It's going to be awesome. Let me know down in the comments, guys, if you're coming to the 2025 Nashville meetup. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And anything else for the people?
Meetup.
Kristen, Joe, Brendan.
Meetup, April 25th, 27th. Be there.
Brendan down here the whole show with all his graphics and
right.
That's right. That's right. Well, guys, my name is Ray, and we'll catch you on the flip side. See y'all.
I'm Brendan, by the way.
Peace. Bye, Brendan.